Well, Devery, Cargill have pledged $1.5 million over 3 years to help scale up the movement of social gastronomy. What kind of impact do you hope to achieve? And David, what kind of impact do you think it'll have? Devery.
Well, I'll turn, David, what kind of impact do you think it'll have? And then I'll tell you what I also dream that it will achieve.
In our case, we already work with 4 projects on the ground in Mexico and South Africa. First is to scale. We need to reach more people, and there is the need on both sides, the hospitality and the people who need all this social gastronomy movement. But like Gastromotiva, which is the nonprofit that we started in Brazil 11 years ago, there are more than 100 small organizations working on the ground. We work with people from the favelas. You know, you have the Clink working in prisons. They have a restaurant in the UK. There are so many best practices, but we are not connected. And we need to build those metrics together. I think success is social gastronomy becomes the norm. It's a systems change. We need to bring this to the culinary schools. We need to bring this to the suppliers of the food industry. And when you set the example, Cargill is setting the example. We have other partners in Brazil who support our activities like Carrefour and Coca-Cola. They are together with us. And it's not that what we mentioned to Cargill, and we always say, there is no exclusivity. We cannot have exclusivity. And this is changing the mindset, you know, like Cargill can talk to other industries in the same field together with us. And this makes something that is amazing because our teams, they get connected. It's a way to connect.
Yeah.
And just finally, Devery, what are your hopes for this initiative?
So my hopes, my colleagues' hopes at Cargill are that we spend the next 3 years bringing together the best of Gastromotiva and the best of Cargill. Gastromotiva has a phenomenal purpose, a phenomenal set of principles, and it's a proven model. If you visit the refectorio in Rio and you see that model working every day, whereby we have chefs, and many of these chefs have gone through the system and have been trained and educated, and now this is their career, producing gourmet meals for those in need out of food waste, food that would otherwise be incinerated. So we've got the model. Now what we want to do and how we would define success is we would say, how do we raise this to the global level, create it so that it's on the conscience of every citizen, and then allow them to think about what can they do in taking their part to then make it go back down to the local level. And so over the next 3 years, you'll see demonstrations of us getting the messaging right, engaging in the right global forums, engaging at the right local forums, talking to governments, talking to civil society, and then you'll begin to see some of those examples. Our goal is to roll out some social gastronomy hubs around the world. So if we've excited you by this and you want to be one of the first and come to the table and help create that, come along.
Hey there, thanks for checking out CNBC on YouTube. Be sure to subscribe to stay up to date on all of the day's biggest stories. You can also click on any of the videos around me to watch the latest from CNBC. Thanks for watching.